828, a woman who displayed her business clients' underwear on Facebook. A guy who called in sick with a family emergency only to post his party pics on the website. Not too difficult to Facebook yourself out of a job. And Fox19 tech expert Dave Hatters of Definity Partners is with us this morning. One of the news items you sent had people actually confessing to crimes on Facebook.
Yeah, people do some incredibly stupid stuff. It's really amazing, and they don't seem to realize that no matter what the privacy settings say, what you post online is not really private.
I mean, we tell our kids this all the time, but grown-ups can't seem to remember it.
Yeah, because again, you share something that's private doesn't mean someone you're connected to isn't going to, quote, share it on your behalf. So, yeah, you really have to think about what you're posting out there. It's a major problem.
What can a company do or not do when it comes to employees posting on Facebook? I understand some people are starting to file lawsuits against their former employers.
Yeah, and the National Labor Relations Board has gotten involved in this. I'm not sure there's any clear law. As you know, I'm not an attorney, so don't take any legal advice from me. Yeah. But, I think at this point, it's kind of all over the map. If you go on and you say something about your employer in a negative way, they could potentially fire you. You might be able to sue. In some cases, people have won, and the NLRB has intervened on their behalf. In other cases, it hasn't worked out for them. So I would encourage everyone out there, don't post anything bad about your employer, about customers, anything like that, because it might come back to bite you, and you can't predict who's going to be able to see it.
It's better safe than sorry. And we put together a little list of tips for managing your online reputation, which everyone has. I mean, you've done whole segments on that. And the first one is your reputation is an extension of your character.
Yeah, I mean, if you go out and say all kinds of crazy stuff online and then you potentially go for an interview, there's a good likelihood they're going to be looking for this kind of information out there. They're going to find this before you ever show up, and chances are you might not even get the interview.
Every reputation has an Achilles heel. What does that mean, Dave?
Well, I think what it means is, everybody makes mistakes and does dumb things. And unfortunately, over time, these platforms like with Facebook and Twitter allow you to amplify that. So while you can amplify the good, you can also amplify the negative. And people don't think about the consequences of the stuff they're posting. Who can see it in the fact that it's basically permanent?
And that really leads to the next thing on your list, which is listen twice, act once. I think this is, it's the same thing as don't jump on the bandwagon when everybody's commenting about something, right?
Right. And also, again, think, maybe count to 10 before you say something in haste that you might regret later,
Like those emails you want to send, but maybe you...
Yeah, like you type it in, you go, no, I probably shouldn't send it. And you just delete it.
For people in business, there's a big one, too, that's also on the list. We can put that back up. Being stubborn is more expensive than saying sorry. I mean, once it's out there, just say you're sorry,
the best thing you can do, United Airlines was a classic case of that, when they got into a battle with a guy over some damage to a guitar, and, what he posted went viral, and it made them look really bad. So, it's almost always better to just say, I'm sorry, and try and make it right. That's what, good business is doing anyway.
And the last rule is that the rules can always change. That's kind of like a rule with women. We have a link from Dave Hatters' company, Definity Partners, at Fox19.com, and the rest of those links there, too. Dave, thanks so much.
Thank you.